Welcome everyone. Meet David. He is the CEO of a large and fast-growing company, and to maintain a competitive edge in a hyper-competitive era, David plans to introduce a change in the way he does business. Any good leader knows that the only thing constant is change. So, to achieve this change, we must consider the following.
The first step in the process is knowledge management, which is defined as the process of creating, acquiring, codifying, sharing, managing, and using knowledge to increase individual and collective performance for the benefit of the organization. In this order of areas, it is an area dedicated to manage both tangible and intangible knowledge, tacit and explicit, to fulfill the mission and achieve the organization vision. But what is knowledge management so important within the organization? Well, has everything in life, it is necessary to evolve through time and face the changes that are continuous presently within societies. That is why organization must adjust to these changes in a strategic and innovative way, designing an optimal knowledge management and active in order to improve productive process and achieve a greater integral development of the organization. It is also important to emphasize that knowledge management aims to enhance the resources of the information acquired with a strong analysis for the organization to be competitive of the creative knowledge. So, how is the process to achieve a good knowledge management? Number one, knowledge creation. Number two, knowledge organization. Number three, knowledge transfer. And number four, knowledge application. And it is from here that change management continuum is the process.
In this order of ideas through time in all labor sectors, it has been observed a variety of problems due to the different ways of operating system, processes, or structures that are not well developed, causing difficulties in the industry by the inability to adapt or modify the functions necessary to perform the tasks or of the company, thus causing that over time industry can lose balance. This is why organizational change has very useful tools that are reengineering, restructuring, and innovation. For example, people must be able to get out of routine and accept new change, have an imbalance in the function, activity, or task, and be able to respond to unforeseen events. It's also very important to have an adequate control of the process and adopt a position of confidence, taking into account the changes that may arise or usually unexpected and uncertain, which make us get out for our comfort zone and be autonomous and efficient in the new challenge we have. For this reason, we must consider the following steps for the correct process of organizational change. First, state the need for change, that is, identify and recognizing that there is a problem. Second, decide what change needs to be made which indicate the vision of the future of the company and identify the obstacles. Third, implement the change by indicating what will be the correct constitution, organization, and structuring of the company. And four, evaluate change by comparing the before and after using a signal scales.
On the other hand, do you know the importance of the organizational climate in your company? In the development of challenge, the future student of the organizational and individual level, resulting that the human part of the project you have in mind is not managed. There are consequences to has low productivity, disinterest future state, a challenge with projects. The organizational culture which is understood has the self-belief, habits, values, attitudes, traits among the existing groups in all organizations if possible to work on the organizational climate that helps in the better productive efficient of the employees, growth, innovation, creativity and development of the company.
Finally, this process is related to the adaptation to change, which is fundamental for the survival of any organization is the necessary capacity to assume diverse alterations related to the routines, first, recovery stage. These are the short-term efforts made by companies to face to present challenges. Second, preparation stage. This refers to the possible transition that the companies make towards the new challenge presented so that I can develop in an abiotic manner, and for this it is necessary to ask the following question. What work methodologies should be maintained, eliminated, or modified? And finally, the third stage is called the remission stage. Is a necessary step for the process of adaptation to organizational change because it consists of preparing the working with a comparative and product criterion based on the complex circumstance the company of going through.
Thanks to these processes, David will be able to optimally carry out the organization change in his company without affecting the integrity of his worker. We hope that the topic mentioned here have been very useful to clarify any doubt and that you can put them into practice in your organization.